Do you shop Amazon Prime? What is this thing where we get this? What's it called? Prime Now groceries? Prime Fresh? We collect a lot of these. If you shop Amazon Prime groceries, this is probably something you have gotten. These are insulated bags that come in the paper bags where they put cold things in to keep them cold. Can't recycle them, they're not recyclable. We've asked if we can give them back to Amazon Prime. Would you reuse them? They don't take them back. Their policy, as stated on the website, and it's a frequently asked question because I think a lot of people are asking this, is throw them out or you find a way to reuse them. My robot costume.
I 300 hours to make it.
It really did take a long time to make that Halloween costume. Help. Can you pull something? Pull the box. I can't.
Bobby, pull.
As I was walking through the streets in my robot costume, people were telling me like, whoa, good job finding a way of reusing things. I feel bad throwing them out. So my brain started spinning like, what else can I do with this? One thing I noticed was during Halloween, I was pretty warm. It's stuck on me again. I can't get it off. Might have to make the arms still a little bigger. And since it's made out of insulated material, it's so hot. It also dawned on me, there's some people who would really like to be warmer during the winter that is quickly approaching.
Weather outside is frightful.
What if I could take a lot of this insulated material and turn it into something that some of the folks that I know are living outside could use? There's a couple places in Chicago, more than a couple, that I know folks are living outside. All right, there's definitely a couple people here. I see somebody there, I see a tent there.
And they're cold.
All right. Yeah, and they're cold.
Even though they don't get snowed on?
Well, yeah, but they still have to sleep on the ground, right? And the ground is really cold. I've read that like their blankets and sleeping bags can get soaked in water really fast. So my thought was, what if we turn these into something they could use?
These don't really get wet.
Well, yeah, and if they do get wet, it's just garbage. We could just replace them. They're not expensive like sleeping bags and stuff. And so my thought process was, can we turn these into sleeping mats for the homeless? They're insulated, made out of like this mylar material. They've also got these air pockets that help insulate it from cold or heat. We've collected a bunch. I actually used a bunch and cut them up though for the Halloween costume, but a friend of mine has donated all the ones she's been collecting. I think a lot of people are just keeping these in their garage. They have no idea what to do with them, so I took them off of her hands. All good stories start with a trip to Home Depot. All right, we got all-weather duct tape. That might be interesting. From -35 Fahrenheit. That sounds good. Doesn't it feel kind of awkward on your back? Or your butt there? If we cut them here, then we're gonna cut one of these little flaps off, and then the other flap will provide a way to kind of connect, to tape the two bags together. There's a wrinkle in our thing that the bags aren't all the same. They have a different design. Shoot.
You know, like this space here, and then this is wider.
Yeah, it's over 6 feet, but it might be.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's better than the floor. It might help on a sleeping bag on top of that.
For sure.
Fold it pretty good if you need to maybe stuff them in a bag or something. All right, this crew, we're gonna go try to drop these 3 off. See if anybody wants them. On Lakeshore Drive of Chicago, it goes over these like side streets. And so these side streets, people have been creating little tent cities underneath Lakeshore Drive. That's where we're gonna go now, to one of them, see if anybody's hanging out. I don't wanna like bother people in their tents. So people have to be kind of hanging out, and then I'm gonna see if they want these sleeping pads. They might think they're sleeping bags. I might have to explain a little bit what they're for. And I also will explain they can do whatever they want with them. They could turn them into sleeping bags if they really wanted to. All right, there's definitely a couple people here. I see somebody there. I see a tent there. Well, there's not a ton of people. There's someone over there too.
There's
All right.
someone out in the grass.
There's at least 3 people. I can go talk to them. And if we can turn them into sleeping mats for the homeless, does anyone who's homeless even care? I mean, is this even useful as a sleeping mat?
Here he is. He's coming back. Looks like he has empty hands.
I gave them all 3 away. One of the guys that I gave a sleeping mat to, he seemed really excited to get it. And then his friend next to him woke up or something and was like, yeah, I'll take one. So yeah, I think we'll make more. We should make more. Seemed like it was better than maybe what some folks were kind of using already. Interestingly enough, there was a night ministry van there, which I believe they do things like food and medicine for homeless. Probably reach out to night ministry and see what they think of this, and maybe I could work with them to pass these out. So that was a success. We gave out 3 sleeping pads. They were taken up pretty successfully. Good job, Lynette. Thanks for all the help making them.
No problem.
And I think next steps, we need more of those. So if you collect these things like I know we were from Amazon Prime, let me know. If you're in Chicago, I can come pick them up, or we could figure out how to get them to me. Or do this yourself. Like, I think if you watch this video, you'll see how we made them. 4 of them turned into a sleeping pad. And if you work for Amazon, let me know. Like, you should collect these things from your customers and then give them to me. And then I will do something with them. Something like that. Or I think you guys could actually make a big impact. Instead of encouraging everybody to throw them out like you do, why don't you guys collect them? And maybe even make them a little bit differently or something. I bet you guys have the scale and the power to actually turn this into a good that could be donated for the community, for folks like this. I don't know, just spitballing.